Don't get your hopes up about a fourth stimulus round. There's a good chance the previous round will be the last. It's been over 2 months since the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan was signed into law, and over the past 8 weeks or so, Americans have been enjoying the stimulus payments they've been collecting. As of last week, the IRS had issued an estimated $388 billion in stimulus funds. Most of those payments came in the form of direct deposits to recipients' bank accounts, while others came in the mail, either in check or debit card form. At this point, a lot of people are wondering whether a fourth stimulus payment will be in the works. And some people may even be counting on that money to dig out of debt or fund other plans they have. But here are 3 reasons why the previous $1,400 stimulus round may be the last. Revealed today. Access our experts' top cashback credit card pick that could earn you upwards of $1,300, all with no annual fee. 1. The jobless rate is improving. For the past 2 weeks, new jobless claims hit record lows in the course of the pandemic, and there's reason to believe that May's unemployment rate will show a decline from April's. That's good news with regard to an economic recovery, but it also means that there may not be a need for another stimulus round. Furthermore, a number of industries, notably restaurants, are actually reporting a labor shortage, as are some states. Montana is one of them. That means there are jobs out there. And if there are available jobs, the public doesn't need more money in stimulus form. 2. Lawmakers don't want to disincentivize workers from getting a job. The American Rescue Plan boosted unemployment benefits by $300 a week through early September, but so far, at least 21 states are ending that boost ahead of schedule. Some states, in fact, are pulling that extra money as early as June. The reason? They fear that boosted unemployment is deterring the jobless from going back to work. The same can be said for another stimulus round. If Americans get another windfall, those who are unemployed may not have the same fire to go out and find a job, and a widespread labor shortage could hinder a greater economic recovery. 3. Things are improving on the pandemic front. Recently, the CDC announced that vaccinated Americans can ditch their masks indoors as well as outdoors, and, so far, more than a third of the U.S. population has been fully vaccinated. Now that things are opening up and restrictions are being lifted across the country, it gives businesses more leeway to operate at full capacity. That should, in turn, lead to an uptick in revenue and more job openings, thereby negating the need for an extra stimulus round. While a fourth stimulus round may be nice, at this point, it's not so likely to happen. But actually, the reasons for that are generally good ones, so rather than bemoan the loss of that fourth check, a check that was never actually promised in the first place, focus instead on the fact that we may finally be moving past the pandemic once and for all, about another round of direct payments. Although the latest jobs report paints a shaky picture for the post-pandemic economic recovery, there's currently no legislation in Congress supporting a fourth stimulus check. There aren't even any specific stimulus check guidelines on the table. The most noteworthy economic effort in government currently is President Biden's $2.25 trillion infrastructure investment proposal, the American Jobs Plan. That proposal doesn't include a fourth stimulus check or anything like the direct payments that millions of people received over the course of the pandemic. Rather, it's a long-term initiative to rescue, recover and rebuild the country's financial standing.
Out in the mail. The U.S. Postal Service has a free app that can notify you when it's about to deliver your stimulus money from the IRS. Informed Delivery is a mail tracking service that automatically scans your letters and alerts you to when they'll be delivered. Here's more on how to set up and use the letter tracking service from the USPS to keep tabs on your payment. Why do I need to hold on to the IRS letter confirming my stimulus check payment? If the IRS issues you a stimulus check, it sends a notice by mail to your last known address within 15 days after making the payment to confirm delivery. The letter contains information on when and how the payment was made and how to report it to the IRS if you didn't receive all the money you're entitled to. You'll need to reference this information if you don't receive your full payment and need to claim your money later. Here's how to recover the information if you lost or tossed the letter. What veterans and SSI and SSDI beneficiaries need to know about their third stimulus check. The IRS tracking tool Get My Payment is designed to tell you the status of your third stimulus check. People who receive Social Security benefits like SSDI and SSI and veterans who don't file taxes can now see their payment status in the tracker tool. Tens of millions of Social Security recipients and veterans have already received their $1,400 payment. What to do if the first two stimulus payments from 2020 haven't arrived? The IRS is no longer automatically sending out the first and second payments that were approved in 2020. If you believe you're still owed money from either of those payment rounds, your best chance of claiming those funds is to file for the Recovery Rebate Credit as part of the 2020 tax season. If you're eligible, you'll need to know the amount of money the IRS allotted you, which you can find out online or from the letter the agency mailed. The IRS said the updated Get My Payment tracker won't give you information on the first and second checks. Instead, you need to set up and check your IRS account for information on those payments. Can I use the Get My Payment tool to add my direct deposit banking details? The IRS stopped sending direct deposits for the third payment on March 24, unless you're a Social Security recipient. But even before then, you couldn't use the Get My Payment tool to sign up for a new account or correct details about your payment. Even if the IRS is unable to deliver your payment to a bank account and the money is returned to the government, you won't be able to correct the details online. The IRS says it will send the money again by mail. With the IRS officially extending the 2020 tax filing deadline to May 17 and delaying processing tax returns, trying to register for a new direct deposit account with your 2020 tax return won't get you into the system quickly enough. However, if you haven't submitted your taxes yet, signing up for a new direct deposit account could still get you any tax refund faster, and it could also help you receive other benefits quicker, such as a future child tax credit. For more stimulus check details, here's everything to know about the third check. Here's every way the March 2021 stimulus bill can benefit you. And here's what we know so far about whether a fourth stimulus check could happen. This week, the IRS is sending nearly 1 million more stimulus payments to those who qualify, for more than $1.8 billion. Counting this week's batch, that makes 165 million payments the IRS has made since March, when the American Rescue Plan became law. But the IRS is not done and said it will continue to make payments on a weekly basis. And that includes, plus-up, payments for those who are eligible for the supplemental stimulus money. With the ongoing stimulus payments overlapping with the May 17 tax deadline, you have plenty of reasons to watch your mailbox or bank account for money for the IRS, including your tax refund, if you're still waiting for that, too. Once you get your third payment, you should look for a letter signed by President Joe Biden from the IRS with information on your money. Don't toss that notice. We'll explain why below. Here's what to know about the IRS timeline for payments, including how to report a stimulus check problem and when it's time to file a payment trace. If you have kids, watch for child tax credit payments for up to $3,600 to start this summer, and how to claim up to $16,000 for childcare expenses. Also, here's how to check on the status of your tax refund. Here's how to see if the IRS has a tax refund you need to claim and what we know about a fourth check. This story is frequently updated.